Ultamize. This series was never designed for a single listen. It was built for repetition. This system only works when it loops. You haven't just been hearing ideas, your brain has been getting trained through repetition. New patterns have been introduced. Creation has been reinforced again and again. Output has been normalized. Action has been elevated. Identity has been reshaped. Most of the world conditions people to consume. Sit back passively, just watch other people's stuff, eat other people's stuff, buy other people's stuff. Watching replaces doing, reacting replaces thinking. Other people's creations dominate attention. This experience interrupts that pattern. A different set of signals has been introduced here. Active creation has been emphasized repeatedly. Making things has been normalized intentionally. Familiarity with action is not accidental. What gets repeated starts to feel natural. What feels natural becomes automatic. Automatic behavior becomes identity. Hearing messages about creating changes expectations. Repeated exposure reduces hesitation. Consistent reinforcement lowers resistance. The brain begins to anticipate action. That is the Ultimize process. Understanding something once does nothing. Change happens through repeated exposure. Frequency creates familiarity. Familiarity drives behavior. Behavior shapes identity. Advertising works this way because repetition works. Billions of messages train people to consume. Buy this appears everywhere. Watch this shows up constantly. Click this becomes a reflex. Scroll this fills empty moments. Upgrade this promises happiness. Compare yourself to this creates dissatisfaction. Consume more becomes the default instruction. Those signals never stop. Exposure happens all day, every day. Reinforcement is constant. Without intervention, those messages win. This system replaces those signals. Different instructions are now being repeated. Create something becomes a daily cue. Write something becomes expected. Build something feels normal. Share something becomes easier. Start something feels less intimidating. Finish something becomes part of your identity. Repeat something worthwhile becomes standard. Gradually, expectations shift. Creating begins to feel natural. Output becomes the default response. Action replaces delay. Identity changes quietly over time. That's the real goal, not motivation for one day, not a single breakthrough moment, not temporary excitement. A permanent baseline shift matters most. Default behavior must change. Daily identity must evolve. Creation must become automatic. Stopping now breaks the process. Finishing is not the objective. Looping is the strategy. The next step is simple. Go back to episode 1 of this limited series podcast. Start again immediately. Play these episodes in the background. Let them run while you're walking. Keep them on while you're driving. Use them during morning routines while you're brushing your teeth or shaving. Listen while doing simple daily tasks. Play them while working on your own ideas. Let repetition do the work. No memorization is required. No analysis is necessary. Exposure is enough. Frequency is the tool. Reinforcement is the mechanism. Daily repetition is the advantage. Meanwhile, the world keeps pushing consumption. Distraction remains constant. Passive habits are always competing. Attention is always under attack. The system fights back through repetition. These messages build a new environment. That environment supports creation. Creative action becomes easier over time. Output from you becomes expected. Making things becomes a part of your identity. You're not here just to consume. Contribution is the real role. Shaping the world requires action. Improvement comes from creation. Creation defines your path. So do not stop here. Do not move on. Do not treat this as finished. Use this daily system. Repeat this process continuously. Keep this playing in the background. Let it reprogram your default behavior. Let it reinforce creation every day. Let it protect you from passive habits. Let it remind you to build. Let it push you to act. Return now. Start again with episode 1. Keep it running daily in the background. Stay in the loop. Keep creating. When you're ready, go back now to episode 1 and start all over again.